Did you know there is a mountain that has never been truly conquered? Not by skill, not by courage, not by technology. A mountain where survival feels accidental and death feels intentional. Its name is K-2. And climbers don't call it a peak, they call it a verdict. K-2 rises from the Karakoram range like a blade pushed through the earth. Sharp, unforgiving, silent. It stands on the border of Pakistan and China. 28,251 feet of ice, stone, and indifference. It is only the second highest mountain on Earth, but it is the deadliest. Everest gives warnings. K-2 does not. On Everest, you can turn back. On K-2, turning back often kills you faster. Climbers call it the Savage Mountain. Not as a metaphor, as a warning. 1 out of every 4 people who reach its summit never comes home. Their bodies stay where they fall, frozen, preserved, watching. They become markers on the route, navigation points. Turn left at the red jacket. Camp below the man on his knees. No one moves them. The mountain doesn't allow it. There are no safe routes on K-2, only less lethal ones. Every path forces climbers through vertical ice walls, knife-edge ridges, and avalanche corridors. The mountain funnels storms directly into your body. Wind speeds exceed 100 miles per hour. Temperatures drop low enough to crack metal. At the top, your brain begins to die. Above 26,000 feet lies the death zone. The human body cannot survive there for long. Oxygen deprivation causes hallucinations, time distortion, false memories. But on K-2, climbers report something different. Not confusion, not panic, awareness. Many describe the same feeling, that they are not alone. Footsteps behind them, crunching snow, perfect rhythm. When they stop, the footsteps stop. When they turn, nothing is there. Some hear voices, not screaming, not threatening, gentle, calling them by name. Voices that sound like friends, family, lost climbers, and worst of all, the voices sound comforting. One climber reported seeing a man walking beside him without oxygen, no mask, no frostbite, just calm. When he asked who he was, the man smiled and vanished. Minutes later, the climber collapsed and died. These experiences are blamed on hypoxia, lack of oxygen. But then the patterns emerged. Climbers from different countries, different decades, different expeditions, all reporting the same things, the same voices, the same footsteps, the same feeling, that the mountain was aware of them. K-2 does not roar like Everest. It does not announce danger. It waits. Storms appear without warning. Avalanches fall in clear weather. Ice walls collapse seconds after climbers pass. Survivors describe it as timed, as if the mountain chooses moments. In 2008, K-2 showed the world its true nature. 11 elite climbers from multiple countries attempted the summit. They were some of the best on Earth. Experienced, prepared, cautious. None of that mattered. A block of ice collapsed high above the route. No warning, no sound. It severed the fixed ropes, the only way down. Climbers were trapped in the death zone as night fell. One by one, they disappeared. Some fell, some froze, some vanished into storms. Radio transmissions cut out mid-sentence. The mountain swallowed them. Rescue teams arrived too late. They found bodies sitting upright, eyes open, frozen in motion, as if death had paused them. One climber was found kneeling, hands pressed together, praying or listening. After 2008, many mountaineers vowed never to return, not because of fear, but because they felt something had changed, as if the mountain had noticed. K-2 has never allowed a winter ascent for decades. Storms destroyed every attempt. Equipment failed. Ropes snapped. Weather shifted unnaturally fast. In 2021, when climbers finally reached the summit in winter, they didn't celebrate. They descended immediately. One climber later said, "It felt like we overstayed." Stranger stories circulate quietly among climbers. Stories never written in official reports. Stories told only in base camps, late at night. Some claim time behaves differently near the summit. Climbers lose hours. Entire conversations vanish from memory. Watches stop. GPS devices malfunction. Not all at once, selectively. Others speak of dreams, identical dreams, of standing on the summit alone, looking down, and realizing the mountain is breathing, slow, deep, alive. There are places on K2 where radios fail completely, dead zones, no explanation. Climbers passing through report overwhelming dread, sudden exhaustion, the urge to sit down and never stand again. K2 does not lure beginners, it attracts experts, those confident enough to believe they can handle it, and that is when it takes them. One journal recovered from a fallen climber ended mid-sentence. "The mountain doesn't want us." No period, no explanation, just silence. Unlike Everest, there are no crowds, no tourists, just emptiness and ghosts. Some climbers believe K2 feeds on ambition, that it punishes those who seek glory, that humility is the only protection. Others believe the mountain is simply indifferent. But indifference doesn't explain patterns. Bodies fall every year, and every year more people come, because humans believe they can win. K2 waits for that belief. At night, the wind moves across the ridges like whispers. Veteran climbers swear it sounds like voices speaking languages they don't recognize. Not screams, not warnings, invitations. The savage mountain does not chase you. It lets you come. It lets you climb. It lets you believe. Until you're high enough to realize you were never in control. And when you finally understand, when the summit is behind you and the descent begins, that's when K2 decides. Because no one truly dies on K2. They remain, watching the route, guiding others, waiting. And somewhere above 26th feet, if you listen closely, you may hear footsteps behind you, keeping perfect pace, patient, silent, unstoppable.